All right, guys, a little bit of a repair video here. Again, it's not real in-depth. It's just changing a muffler. But this muffler is rusted fast. It's stuck on. I can't get it off. And the exhaust manifold has a real long extension that comes up. And I've seen that extension get broken. It's all in the casting. It's one piece from the exhaust manifold. And it's probably 6 inches of rise in that extension. And it's very thin. So pulling on this, or excuse me, pulling, twisting, hammering, no good for removing this. I've seen them broken on more than one occasion. So we're going to try to get this off, and I'm going to show you kind of how I'm going to try to attempt it. This is a trial and error, so if you guys want to come along and see what I find that works the best. The first method I'm going to try is a chisel and try to get underneath the flange and try to just hammer up with the chisel lightly all the way around and try to expand that collar that's rusted fast. I have some of the tabs twisted and bent up. The first thing I have to do is remove the hood because it's going to be a little easier to work on than trying to access it through this battery door here. You can see I have some of them twisted up already. The muffler is junk. I'm going to save it just because there's a good clamp there. There's a good rain cap on it. The clamp on the bottom is pretty good. The muffler is blown out. It is blowing exhaust in your face. There's a lot of places. It's more than one, so I'm not going to bother welding it. I'm kind of a cheapskate, but not cheap enough to try to fix this. A new one was $100. I'm going to put it on. The tractor's inside all the time. Should last a real long time. I was toying around with the idea of putting the new one on the 685 and recycling that one to put it on here, but that one was welded back together once, and I don't want to disturb it. I'm going to let it go. So we'll put the new one on this tractor, make it look a lot better, and won't have exhaust blowing in my face. So let's get into it. All right, so we have the new muffler here, and like I said, it was about $100. I got it online. Just looking at this muffler when I took it out of the box, the 5 o'clock somewhere crowd was working in the shipping department this week, and it's kind of the new norm in America. It's to be expected with the quality of the stuff you buy. I'm hoping that changes, but let me get this out of the box here. Show you what I found with my brand new muffler. Came in a cardboard box, wasn't packaged very well. They just stuck some newspaper, and they only put the newspaper in the top. So looking at it here, now this isn't going to be a restoration quality tractor. It's a farm tractor. It's going to get used on the farm. Just going to paint it to make it look a little nicer. Matches my collection a little bit better. And it doesn't cost very much to paint something. It's a very cheap thing to do to totally change the look of a piece of equipment. So anyway, 5 o'clock somewhere crowd was working. I have a dent in the side. So it's not a puncture, it's just a dent. If this was a tractor I was trying to restore or make a showpiece, this would probably be sent back instantly. Tell them to try again. It's a little bit banged up and scuffed up here on the outlet. The box had holes in it. The biggest issue I found was the inlet. Get around and show you. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. This here is bent in pretty good. It's nothing major. You just take some pliers and bend it back out, and you can put it back on the tractor. This is a Stanley muffler. There's the part number. Replaces case, or replaces the case part number. It is made in the USA, but there's another dent there, and the paint's all scuffed up on it. So I'm gonna blame the shipping. I'll blame it on poor packaging and rough treatment. So 5 o'clock somewhere crowd is still alive and well. But you know, this is common. You see it all the time, and it's a shame, but it's just what you expect. You buy something and you get it out of the box, and you find you have to do something to make it work. So we got to change that. All right, guys, I'm out of time for this project today. I have to go do some other stuff right now. Anyway, just out of dumb luck, I managed to straighten this thing and not break anything. So that leaves me at this point now. I didn't take the hood off. I was trying to first try to do it the lazy way and try to work inside there. The can opener method was what I was attempting to do with a pair of channel locks, and you pry the tabs up all the way around and tear the metal till it finally comes loose. Just pulling up on it with the channel locks, I managed to make it straight now. So I'll let this up to you guys in the comments. I'll keep you guys involved here on the farm as much as possible. Should I, when I go to paint it, try to just tack weld some of the spots shut and repaint it with some high temperature black and just let it on there, or keep tearing and ripping trying to get it off and put this on? I can send this thing that's dented and bent up and scratched and scuffed, I can send that right back and save $100, or I can make the old one work and just keep it on the tractor here. So let me know what you guys think. I'm out of time, I gotta go. So at least it's straight now, it looks a little bit better, but with maybe a few tack welds and some black paint, it can stay right where it's at. So let me know what you guys think. If I get at this tomorrow, what I'm probably gonna do is take the hood off, do it the right way so you can get in there, start it, run the tractor for a while, get it hot so that the metal's a little warmer, get some heavy gloves and try to keep prying away at it and get it off. So usually as a mechanic, I mean, mechanics will try to take shortcuts. I've done it, everybody's done it. You'll read the service manual for like let's say you're doing a transmission and it'll say do this step, and you're like, why in the world would they want you to do that? I don't need to do that. And then a couple steps down the road you'll find, oh, that's why. So usually what ends up happening, you try to find a shortcut, you'll find that it doesn't work and you have to go back and do it right anyway. So not that this is totally like that, but should have taken the hood off. So anyway guys, comment below, tell me what you think. Save $100, fix this one, send that dinged up muffler back, or even option 3, I guess I could just put it on the shelf and keep it for a spare, but I gotta go. So thanks for watching guys, let me know what you think. And just looking at this muffler they sent me, and it's a shame because Stanley makes a lot of mufflers for a lot of different pieces of equipment. They are kind of the aftermarket go-to for tractor mufflers. They're inexpensive, they're usually pretty high quality, they're made in America. Usually you can't go wrong. A lot of your antique tractors have Stanley mufflers that people put on, but they didn't even paint the underside of this thing completely. And it's getting rusty. I mean, not that that's major, again, it's, but this is a very low quality, banged up muffler. So anyway, I thought of another option. Okay, I'll run through it one more time just so I get it straight. Option 1. Let it on, put the clamp back on, take the hood off when I paint it, MIG weld the 2 or 3 holes that it has, see if we can seal it up, and a coat of high temperature paint, and just let it right where it is. Option 2, tear it off, put this one on, touch up some of the spots with some high temp paint. So that would be option 2. Option 3, keep it, put it on the shelf. Now I have 2 tractors with the same muffler. The 685 was re-welded a couple times, so maybe it'll be a replacement for that someday. Option 4, I thought of another one. Send it back, complain, see if we can't get one that's better, and put it on this tractor. Or somebody recommended putting a chrome stack on it for 45 horsepower, and I have real good hearing yet. I don't think we're gonna put a chrome or a straight pipe on it. Especially a 3-cylinder tends to have a pretty distinct drone to it when it's working. So those are some of the options. So yeah, I'm really overcomplicating this muffler project. I'm probably annoying some people, but hey, we're having some fun today. So let me know what you think. I don't know what I want to do. Anyway, I have to go. All right, now I'm done for sure. Thanks again, guys. All right, one way or another, this is going back. In the bottom of the box, instead of using packing peanuts or something to ship this item, it doesn't fit in the box. Instead of putting any type of packing material in this box, they put garbage. They sent me their garbage. They crumpled up pieces of trash. There were zip ties in the box. So it's going back. I don't want to deal with a company like that. So I was going to blame it on the shipping and handling because I understand it's banging around a truck. This came all the way from Michigan, and it's got to go pretty many miles, but there's no effort taking to do any type of packing other than to put zip ties and trash in the bottom of the box. So it's going back one way or another. So we'll think about this some more.